of all than dropping a bomb on them?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it
Holy
is. Yes, it
moly.
is. You are insane if you think otherwise.
What's
Because
this
look,
monkey
you don't have
Have
talking
to.
you
about?
ever? I asked Nora this the other day.
Not,
Cynic,
I
Randy.
not all the not all of them were beheaded. There were some beheadings. I don't
Well,
think.
that was just my first point.
Oh,
Second,
but how many were bombed? How many children were bombed?
look, they're not bombing the children.
Oh, they're not bombing the children.
No, that's not the intended target. It's not like they're saying,
Here's
where are
you're giving
the
them
children?
excuses. You keep giving them
You guys
excuses
won't
in
let
a
me
world
speak.
where they don't need
You're not
excuses
listening,
anymore.
Cynic. You're not
You
listening.
don't need to give them more
You're not
excuses,
listening.
especially in a critical time where Palestinians
You're
are
not
dying in mass.
listening.
But I'm just saying, you claim to
You're
be an
not
ally,
listening.
but you're not.
Yes, but I'm saying you're not listening.
That's fine, because I'm giving you a reality check.
Listening.
Motherfucker, you're saying it's not their intended primary group to target, but
Yes.
I get that. But
Yes, and they're sad about it.
they're very
No,
sad.
they're not.
Okay. Yeah, they're very sad. Yeah.
The Israelis that I know are sad about it.
Oh, they're super sad. Yeah, I know.
They are
I'm not
sad.
sad enough to boycott or to pressure.
I literally had it too on this app who I was friends with. She's literally celebrating the fact that my cousin got killed, dude. Well, my
That
cousin didn't
is fucked up, and I am
Yeah.
not that random person. I am Zach Ruda. I'm a different person.
Okay, most of them are like her, not like you.
Well, most of your people are pooping in a bucket.
That's not true, but these are not my people.
Most of these people that you call are the calm and they're collected Jews, and that you're talking about, that I know these people and I know they're not evil, and if they're saying they reject something, that means the Jewish collective as a whole rejects this, whatever nonsense you like to delude yourself. But you go ask those people and you tell them, hey, would you allow a Palestinian state? Just ask them that. And you will be surprised by how a lot of those people will say no, Ishmael. They will say no. A lot of them will say no. And the ones who say yes.
You're not listening.
Because I haven't finished.
You're ranting.
No, I'm not ranting. I'm explaining to you something.
He's ranting.
How am I ranting?
Well, because I'm trying to respond.
Am I not explaining to you something? Am I repeating something?
Yes, you're repeating.
What am I
yourself.
repeating?
You've already made your point.
What is my point?
The point is that Palestinians should be able to defend themselves against the incursion by the Israeli state.
No, and I'm also showcasing to you that a lot of that demographic that you believe is moderate, among them,
they hate
they're actually
Arabs and they want to flatten it and turn it into a
No, you can see, even if they might not express it right away in the silly way you're trying to make it seem, but if you ask them,
trying to be silly.
The implication of their decisions only leads to that, hence they are enablers themselves. They want that. They know. Yeah, so they know that's going to happen because of their decision, and hence they allow it to happen, and then they're like, it's not my fault actually, or they're enablers.
Why do you think the Palestinians did not accept the partition plan of 1947?
Because we have literally no reason to, and it's a General Assembly, it's non-binding, we literally have no reason to. This is our land, we've been living here, and these people are foreign. And foreigners who are migrants don't decide the destiny of a whole nation.
Are you living in Palestine now?
Motherfucker,
I find that irrelevant. Like, what does that matter?
Well, because you said this is our land, and I'm wondering if you're in
from Gaza.
the land of...
I don't think you can even go there, dude. Like, that's the thing.
What do you think?
I don't know. Like,
what do you think about this, PTR?
That's what you disagree on the whole point. Like, with everything I said.
No, I'm
like
just moving more slowly than you. I'm not ranting.
Not just like you're like, I'm not ranting, bro. I'm trying to educate you because you're acting like you're beyond it all and you're an intellectual and you're like, I've seen.
I'm not acting like I'm beyond it all.
That attitude you have also
I
comes
am
from
an intellectual.
It comes from supremacy, that you think you can tell better than all these Arab Palestinians. You know what's better for them
say that.
and what course of action they should take. You know
that.
better, Mr. White man.
You're not listening.
You
Look at
keep
my
trying to
PTR.
I listen to you. I understand what you're saying.
PTR.
Primary target is not the children. Okay,
Primary target, pull to reflect.
Before bombing our children by mistake. But I think that the collateral damage is way too big. at the same time, I don't totally believe that because you're presupposing that that is not the intention, but that's all it is. It's a presupposition. So, okay. How about the
Well, it's
video? How about the
What?
monthly videos
So
of
there are
kids being
videos of IDF soldiers, the reason Israel threw a tantrum about TikTok and made American politicians ban it and all of that shit. There are videos on TikTok that I've seen with my own eyes where IDF soldiers on camera go, I went for a baby. I really wanted to kill a baby today, but I found a 10-year-old bitch little girl and I killed her. And then the friend comes on camera, shows fingers and goes, yo, yes. And he goes, yeah. But I really want to find a baby. I'm really going for a baby. I want to kill a baby.
so.
And
I
that's
don't.
your soldiers. You
Yeah.
talk about beheading men,
Can I respond?
right?
So-
Aside from the sodomizing your prisoners, like this is you
I
set
don't wanna
standards and
go
morals.
down
You
this
talk about
route.
morals on how to kill people. Come on.
I don't want to go down through every single theme we've seen since this war, like, and even before, of Jews and their behavior. Like, I think the whole world is aware of this. The whole world knows that most Israelis and Jews absolutely hate Arabs. That is just a fact, especially in Israel. Most of them are anti-Arab. They hate Arab, and they've passed laws that it makes it that reinforces the notions that the Arabs have no decision when it comes down to this nation, which is Israel. They've made this very clear.
In Hebron, I think he was 15 years. Khadr, something, I forgot his name. The guy that the settlers burnt alive. That's long before the war.
Yeah, no. The hate and there's nothing Hamas did before. You can perceive on October 7th the Zionists haven't done in the last 75 years and more.
They literally took this kid, they put oil on him, and they burnt him alive. This is like 5 years ago or something, 6 years ago, maybe something like that. He's in Hebron. I don't know his name. Anyways, just Google it. 15-year-old Hebron kid burnt alive, something like that. You'll find it. They'll start justifying it.
And they're the ones who went into our mosque in the 1994 or the 1993 and went and shot up the people while they're praying. That was never done by us. Before you go and say, like Palestinians went into our synagogues or they shot up or something, know that the first attack was done by them.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, in the Palestinian mindset, if the Jews do it, I can do it to you. That's how it works, and they know this.
Also, the church of Saint Porphyrios in Gaza, that's not Hamas, but that was bombed. So, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not sure. I understand that you believe that Israel is the most moral army and whatnot. I'm just saying that there's a big discrepancy between what you can say and what you can prove. And on the ground,
I didn't
we see.
even say that.
Well, but that's the belief that Israel has the most moral army. That's propaganda, pure propaganda. There's nothing to back that up. In fact, it's like we can see it's the opposite. That's what I'm saying. So, when what you personally are assuming is that these children are not the main target; they're just collateral damage. And I'm wondering why the collateral damage.
You're actually doing what you were criticizing.
The casualties of the target. It's like, especially.
Because the target surrounds themselves with civilians to maximize civilian casualties to curry favor from the West.
So let's do some role playing here. I know you're role playing in the bedroom, but let's do out of the bedroom role playing. You and I are both in Gaza right now. It's an open air prison. It's the most densely populated place on the planet.
Had a lovely day.
Where do you want people to fire missiles from?
Yeah, exactly.
Where do I don't know, a field?
Yeah, but there's no field.
There are fields.
There are no fields.
There are fields. I've seen, go to Google Maps, there are fields.
Yeah, that's practically.
You want me to go out in the open and fire rockets and get killed?
I mean, look, guys, at this
I
point,
just want to know how you want.
I want to speak. I've been waiting like 10 minutes.
He wants to surrender. That's what it is. Just surrender. If you don't surrender, we're gonna kill your kids. Okay, kill my kids. I'm not surrendering.
Did you hear that? I just had a good fart.
See why these people act? They're patronizing us. Whenever they act like they're
I've been trying to speak.
How like they like to make it silly.
I have been trying to speak many
This
times.
that, Zach. Speak to me then. Let's continue this role play.
I gave an answer.
That doesn't okay, and you don't see the problems with that. You don't see the problem with that. You don't see the practical problem of conducting war the way you want it to be conducted. You are in Gaza. You lost 40 family members. You want to fight. How do you fight? Where do you fire missiles from? You say an open field. You don't see practicality concerns there? You don't see that.
Here's my question. How can your intelligence find leaders of Hamas and Hezbollah in different countries and target them directly without civil casualties, but you can't do that for a whole year in Gaza, where you have control?
The way I see it, it has been longer than a year. It's been 80 years, and arguably it's been, you know...
No, that was a very direct question.
Go for the next 80 years.
What was the question?
The party is just getting started, but it's a nightclub, and now it's like 10.
She asked a question.
10:30 p.m. The party is just getting started.
Yes, it is. That is exactly how I see it.
10:30 p.m. That's what it is. The club opens at 10 p.m.
Oh, we're gonna burn this shit down. Oh, they don't know. They don't know.
Oh, same.
Because
same.
in 1948, that was 10 p.m. Now it's 10:30 p.m. The party is
Now we grind.
It's gonna get super lit by 1 p.m. By 1 a.m. Sorry.
These people, they put themselves in this position.
They knew when they came to this land that this would happen. That if they did this to the Arabs and they did this to the Muslims and they did this even to the Christians to an extent, that we are not going to forget this. This is not going to slide.
Mikhail, you're so
It never
fucked.
was going to slide. It never will slide. And there will always be this sentiment. And if Israel's plan to deal with this sentiment,
Rachel
to
Mikhail.
brainwash us all, and to radicalize
Such a lovely
us all,
young man.
and get rainbow flags flying in our nations, you know, they got another thing coming.
Such a lovely young man.
That's right. Especially the Christians, I think, are a very weak link that they have, because if you're gonna keep saying that this is a religious conflict between Muslims and Jews, well, I'm not a Muslim, so why am I included in this conflict? Why do I not have the right to return, etc., etc., etc.? So then it's not about Jews
Look
and
at that
Muslims.
map.
Okay, what is it about? Hamas?
That's a
I'm not
lot
Hamas.
of Muslim
Fuck
territory.
Hamas, they're terrorists. I'm happy that Sinwar died. Okay, so but I still have.
That's a lot of Muslim
So it's not
territory.
Hamas. So then you step by step, like I can strip away all your arguments. It's not religion and it's not Hamas. What is it?
It's not religion and it's not Hamas. What is it? From the Jewish perspective, it is the desire... What?
I'm not a Muslim and I'm not Hamas. I literally just told you. I'm cynic knows I don't like Islam. Okay? I don't like...
You pretend to be a Christian.
Huh?
You're a Christian.
Okay, correct. I'm not a Muslim.
He's an antagonist against Israel.
Then why do I have...
Explain why he's an antagonist.
Why do I have...
Because he needs something, he needs a scapegoat for his anger because he doesn't want to confront his father.
Motherfucker, I'm not angry. I'm making a shit ton of money out of your misery.
Well, so then what is the big deal here?
Confused why he's
Nothing.
not his father.
Keep massacring Palestinians, and they can keep massacring you. As long as it makes me money, I'm good.
I can't tell. Is Ishmael like someone we can reason? Can he reason, or is he just like? Am I dealing with?
Obviously,
like,
I'm a
someone
very
who's
good
like art?
listener.
Like
Can
love
you
art?
tell?
Is he like
Are
love
you,
art?
can
Is
you
he
hear
like?
me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, dude. But
I
please,
like love art, but I'm not love art.
if it's not a religious,
We're
with me, okay, maybe with
influenced
him,
by his work.
maybe with cynic it's religious. With me, you can.
Inspiration.
I didn't say it is this or that. I am saying that
You're
there's
not
an element
listening.
of this. They're not listening. I
No,
don't know.
but they
There's an element of this that you
You're
know
talking with
will
men that
never
are unable to
change.
speak
There
and
is,
have
like, a
conversations.
religious element. There's a sentiment out there that says, you know, this is our land, and there was no way, in you knowing our paradigm prior to coming to this land, you knew that this would happen.
Yeah, but my blood is more Jewish than them. I can even prove it. Shit.
I understand that also aspect, though, you know, Palestinians, a lot of them are just the descendants of people who were living in this land 2,000, 3,000 years ago. I understand that. And I understand there's a process called Arabization, and and Islam is a religion that spread. It wasn't something that
I don't
everybody adopted.
count myself as an Arab. But again,
It's like someone who is living in the territories that Rome controlled. That I'm not a citizen of Rome. Yes, you are, and that makes you a Roman. Like whether you like it or not, you walk like a Roman.